sometimes I come up with video topics and I think nobody's going to want to hear about that because to me it seems really simple. And it is really simple. It's a really simple idea. But I thought, I gave someone some advice the other day about starting a YouTube channel and how sometimes you need to hear the same thing, even if it's a simple idea, from different people in different ways, through different stories and different experiences, so that it sinks in a little bit more and you understand it a little bit better. So it's about how you show up. And for me, it took me way too long in life to learn this. How you show up to people, how you show up to the world. And it's how you show up to your partner, how you show up to your friends in any relationship, how you show up to your job. How are you turning up every morning? And you have that power, that control, that ability to be able to turn up and show up however you want. So, for example, I went through a lot of depression in not that long ago. It's no longer part of my life. I managed to find a way to process everything that needed to be processed, and the depression just dissolved, melted away out of my life. But there was a time where I was going through, a couple of years ago, through some really tough things, and I'd turn up to a barbecue at a friend's place or something, and I'd be in not a bad mood, but I'd be down. And I'd still turn up to these things and wouldn't put in any effort beforehand to change my state, to change my mood. So I'm turning up to a barbecue where everyone's having fun and I'm feeling a bit down. And that energy radiates out to everybody else. And it happened one day and I thought, I don't want to be that downer anymore. So now, if I'm feeling stressed out or I'm feeling a bit flat, like especially if I go straight from work, I'll go from work to a function, or even showing up, if I'll show up at work in the morning and I'm tired, or I show up to a gig or whatever it is, I show up somewhere and I'm tired and I'm feeling flat, I'm not feeling energized, I'm not feeling amazing. I have that power to change my state. And when I show up differently for people, they notice. So instead of walking into a room feeling flat, or walking into an event or a party feeling flat, you walk in feeling energized and feeling good, and it's you have that full control. And when you walk through the door at the end of the day, when you get home from work and you greet your partner, your partner greets you at the door, whatever, how do you show up for them? How are you feeling for them? Are you excited to see them? Because if you're excited to see them, they'll be excited to see you. And that little shift makes a massive difference. When I see my girlfriend, when she opens the door, I am genuinely excited to see her. But even if I feel flat, or if I'm tired, or it doesn't matter how I feel, I make sure that she knows that I'm excited to see her. So I give her a big kiss and say g'day, and give her a big hug and tell her how much I missed her. And it's that first interaction when she meets me at the door, when she opens the door to me, or when I first see her, I'm excited to see her and she's excited to see me. When I greet my friends, I'm excited to see them and give them a big hug. Hey! And then they're excited to see me. They do the same thing. They're like, hey! And they give you a big hug. And you have that full power and that full control to do that. So the easiest and quickest way to do it is to change your energy before you change your mood. Sometimes it's like, I used to think that you had to change your mood first. You have to change your thinking so I can change my energy. If I get in a good mood, I can go for a run. If I'm feeling good, I can get up and do some exercise. Whereas if you go the other way and you change your energy first, your mood and your state changes following that. So if you just make yourself get up and go for a run, when you finish that run, you'll feel good. A quicker way to do it is listen to some good music. So there's a couple of songs that I got that are just high vibe, stupid songs that just make me laugh, and I'll listen to them before I go in and before I walk into a room. So if I'm driving, the last thing I do is sit there and take a minute, listen to a song, get pumped up and be like, yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to go and see my friends. I'm excited to go and see my girlfriend. And then change that state. And that their energy will be mirrored. Even if they're in a flat state, if you're at a higher vibration, if you're higher vibing and you're enjoying life and having fun and being positive, when you walk into that room and you're feeling that, they'll mirror that, and that even if they're flat, they'll start to pick up. And if you walk into a party that way, hey, what's going on? You're excited to see everybody. Hey, I haven't seen you since yesterday. Whatever it is, give them a big hug. They mirror that energy, and then people get excited to see you. And then that creates that bond. You get a stronger bond with your friends and your relationships and the people around you. So listen to music, listen to a cool song. Manage your energy. So, and your boundaries. So if you need to say no to a party, say no to an event because you're tired, you know you're flat, you know you're tired, you've burnt out, you've gone too many days in a row, whatever, where you've gone too hard. Like, I'm gonna have an early night tonight because I know I need to sleep. I've had 3 or 4 massive days in a row, and I haven't had enough sleep. So tonight everything turns off. It's a weeknight. I can shut down and I can go to bed early, and that'll get me energized and pumped for the rest of the week. I only need one good night when I'm feeling like this, one good solid night's sleep, and I'm good for the week. So I know what I need. I'm understanding my own needs and what I'm feeling and what I need physiologically. So it's physical and it's mental. So we've got those two things. So listening to music, getting pumped up, getting in a good mood, but also knowing, am I tired? Am I hungry? What do I need physically? So make sure all your physical needs are met. And taking a minute too before you walk into something. I have a transition period too. When I finish work or when I finish a job or when I finish anything, if I'm going from work to home, I have a transition ritual. So it's getting changed out of those clothes, getting the day off me, having a shower, having a cup of tea, sitting down and giving myself half an hour to an hour of a transition period where it's like, I'm going from one job to the next, and I've got that transition period. So I'm shifting out of that energy of where I was to where I want to be or where I'm going. So there's that actual changing the clothes, getting changed out of the clothes I was wearing, getting freshened up, having a shower, and that changes my energy too in a big way. And taking a minute. So before you walk into something, you take a minute, you just have a breath, you sit in the car. Sometimes I'll sit in the car and I have to wait for the song to finish. If there's a song playing and I really like it, I can't get out of the car, turn the car off. I've got to sit there and I've got to wait for the song to finish. If I'm vibing to it, if it's rocking. So just, and having that awareness of how am I showing up? How am I showing up to the world? How am I showing up to people? And I know it's really simple and it's probably a dumb topic to make a video about because everybody, like, as soon as you say it, like, how are you showing up to the world? Everyone's like, yeah, no shit, I know. But sometimes it's good to have a reminder, like, how are you showing up to work in the morning? Are you positive? Are you that guy, like, everyone at work in the morning is like, oh, another Monday. And you're going and going, I love Mondays. It's a clean slate. It's a whole week. We get to start all over again. And I have said that to people and they'll just roll their eyes and they'll be like, what's wrong with you, you psycho? But it does pick up the mood. It does pick up the energy. And you'll be that annoying guy at work who's like, oh, he's always so positive. What's his problem? Why is he always so positive? But it picks up that work culture. And all of a sudden, you'll find that people will gravitate towards you. They'll want to hang out with you. If you're over there having fun over there and interested in playing in the puddles or whatever you're doing, you're having fun. Like when a kid goes and finds a puddle, when they find something interesting and they go and play and they have fun and they get into it. And all of a sudden the other kids look over and they're like, oh, what's going on over there? I want to be part of that. Adults are just the same. If you're living your best life and you're having so much fun in your life and just enjoying the heck out of it, people will come over and go, I want to do what you're doing. What are you doing? Let's have fun. Let's play together. Let's party. Let's have a good time. And you have that magnetic, attractive energy. So, but it's just the awareness of how am I showing up? And sometimes it's good just to get that reminder of like, yeah, I haven't been showing up that well lately. I do need to work on my sleep and my nutrition and my exercise. I do need to work on my boundaries. I do need to work on some self-love and some self-care. So I hope you don't think this is dumb. I hope you got something out of it, a good little reminder. And there's nothing wrong with you if you're not. I've decided to try not to be a tugboat because the tugboat pulls, right, and it tries to pull people in and goes, you gotta go this way, you gotta do this, but then that implies that there's something wrong with you, and there isn't. There's nothing wrong with you. If if you're watching this video, you're in a growth mindset anyway, so you're already moving towards something bigger and better, and you'll get there. And it's far better to be a lighthouse and to just shine your light and to shine as bright as you can and live your best life and hope that that's enough, that people come over and ask you and say, how come you're so happy? How come your life's so good? What are you doing differently? And then you can start to share some things instead of being a tugboat and saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to self-regulate and work on journaling and daily routines, and you got to do this and you got to do that to be happy. Like, no, man, just be a lighthouse. So I hope I'm being a lighthouse for you, and I hope you get something out of it. And if not, it doesn't matter anyway. You're awesome. I'll see you in the next one.